Okay, well, hello everyone. Hey guys, how are you? Yeah, sorry I had some technical issues at the beginning, but well, we're ready to play viewers today. So we're going to be around 1 hour more or less playing games. So let's see what happens. Well, as more viewers join, I'm going to be playing a little, right? So I'm going to create a blitz game, and let's see what happens here. Okay, let me refresh because I think I am like offline. Okay, sorry again. Okay, so okay, E45, better of defense. D6, 94, knight takes, bishop, knight C6. I think I play 95 here. Okay, what do I play here? Is taking maybe queen D6, queen E2, queen F3. Okay, so can I castle here? Queen E4. Well, I cannot castle, right? I think I'm going to lose the pawn because I need to develop, right? Do I just go queenside, bishop here? No, he's taking. Yeah, I just go queenside. Yeah, okay, that's better. Because I mean, even when he gets the pawn like castle, okay, bishop c6. Yeah, I need to play c6, right? Queen back. Okay, I can castle, right? Yeah, that works. Okay, so I should play f5 and then bishop e6. If he goes back, bishop e6. Well, he goes to f3. Okay, bishop e6, or I can advance. Let's play bishop e6. Then rook d8, and I can advance whenever I want. Bishop g5. Well, d4 looks clear to me, right? Bishop e2. Okay, he takes. Well, I have to capture. Bishop e2, rook d8, right? Or should I try f4? I don't think I get anything with f4. F4, f3. Oh, I don't get anything with that. Yeah, just rook d8, right? So I can also play for the endgame, right? Like with this pawn. Queen here. So I can also play in the endgame. I'm better with the extra, as they have double pawns and they are stopped by my 3 pawns here. I can try to win the endgame. What do I play? C4. What do I play? C4. Rook d2. I mean, I feel very tempted for this, or to play this move, right? So I would play this. I'm not sure it's good. If it's good. So if it takes my rook, okay, queen g5. Here I can play rook takes rook and queen takes pawn. Again, it's super complicated, right? But let's see what happens. You can play queen 7, queen takes bishop, king. Then I'm threatening the rook. It's super complicated. Rook d8, Rook d8. Why is that good? Uh, Rook d8. I don't see why not, right? H3. Okay. Queen d3 is straight in. Queen d7. Okay, so now we have an extra piece, and we just need to win this. Which is not going to be easy. It's playing super fast. Okay, he's playing super fast, so let me go with my king over here. And then I will activate my bishop. Yeah, I've removed. I should have removed. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, I should have removed there. That was wrong. So yeah, here I didn't have to remove. Yeah. Yeah, let's move the bishop and let's win it. Okay. Hello, Mark on YouTube. Hey everyone. Yeah, no, it was winning, right? I was just playing too fast. With 12 seconds, I could have thought a little. Yeah, I just played too fast. I mean, not thought, but I mean, play a little slower. Yeah. Okay. Well, so I'm accepting challenges. So if anyone wants to play, you can just send me. Okay. Here we have a challenge. Okay. What do I play? King's pawn. Okay. Pierce. Okay. D4. I'm going to play. Let me try this. Let me try this. This. So it's not Pierce. It's like a. Is that like a failure, right? Or something like that? G4 maybe? Okay, queen b6. Queen b6. I think I'm getting... What happened here, right? Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, he goes back. Okay, so here... Knight g3. Yeah, knight g3 is clear. Here... What about g5? Does this get a piece? Yeah, everything is blocked, right? So... Or either blocked or controlled. Okay, pawn takes pawn, just bishop takes, right? The knight is still trapped. Well, knight takes pawn. The normal move is knight takes knight, right? So let's take a look at that. Because I think he wants to play d5 or something, so probably I just take with the pawn. Yeah, I'm just going to take with the pawn to avoid the... I think it's a little annoying when he plays d5, so I'll just capture with the pawn. c5... Well, c5 I can play knight d5 here, so I will play it. It has to be good. Well, bishop takes pawn. I don't really understand it, right? I just capture. I don't really understand this. Queen takes bishop. And then I'm still threatening the queen, right? f6. Well, queen, queen, rook. That looks fine. I mean, I can just capture here, right? Bishop, and this is even better. Bishop takes. Yeah, this is even better. Because now I'm threatening everything. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think you blundered a little there. And then off, like here, for example. Yeah, the rookie 8. Rookie 8 is wrong for sure. Yeah, hey guys on TikTok. Yeah, 10 minutes is fine. Sure, 10 minutes is absolutely correct. So let me read some of the questions. Well, no questions, right? Yeah. Okay, perfect. So yeah, anyone can send me a challenge. I'm going to be playing. Guys, if you can help with likes on TikTok, it's going to help. Uh, so what do you say? What do you mean, Johnson? I didn't get premium. What do you mean? What do you mean premium? You mean membership on chess.com? Is that what you mean? Hey, Andonov. Yeah. It was not your best game, right? I know you play better, but well, that's just right. I do have membership, right? I mean, all the title players have membership on chess.com. So yeah, I do have the membership. Okay, well, there are some challenges here, so I'm just going to accept this one. Okay. Okay, so let me. I'm not going to read the chat. Okay, so I don't read it now. So let me put it over there. Okay, so d4, King's Indian. Okay, c4, g6, bishop, pawn, castling, and here c5 looks fine. Because in King's Indian that's what we do. Pressure and the diagonal. And pressure in the center. Queen c2. I can capture or I can play knight here. Okay, queen c2. Okay, let me try knight here. Oh, I guess I need to capture here. And I will capture again. And I will play maybe bishop here. Or maybe just queen c7. So yeah, this is an open center position. Basically, my bishop is very well, but also, of course, they have good control, right? So this looks fine. So in these kind of positions, the bishops are going to be very important, of course. This diagonal is very well. Also, this bishop is very well here, putting pressure, controlling the center. The rook is a target, so I don't think this rook is fine here. I don't know if they're trying something weird, but probably this is wrong. But, well, it's not so easy to take advantage of that, but it's probably not perfect. And my plan should be over here, right? I guess I need to expand because this pawn is controlling the center. Actually, I can play it directly, right? I can play b5 directly. Yeah, I can play it directly. But also I like the idea of getting the bishop, right? Because if I can force the trade of that bishop, it's going to be something serious for my position. As I said, it's an open position. If I get the bishops or the bishop pair advantage, it's going to be very good. So I think with this move, I'm going to get this bishop for sure. No matter what he plays, I get the bishop. Because here I have knight g4. So just let me confirm this is correct. Knight g4, the knight is defended, the rook is threatened, and the bishop cannot move. So yeah, knight g4 is fine. And I'm going to get the bishop. That's what I care about. Rook e4. So here I can just take the bishop, or I can just say, you know what, I'm going to get the rook. Or the exchange. I think it makes more sense to try to get the exchange, of course. Or, I mean, even if I don't take it, I'm just pinning there, so I know it's a good thing. But, I mean, of course the idea is to take it. So basically what I'm planning is to take the rook and take the bishop in the next two moves. The bishop is good, but the rook is still better, right? I mean, it's a rook. So here I capture here first. So I make sure they cannot capture with the rook, and they need to capture with the pawn, which damages the structure, and then I can capture the rook immediately after that, if I want. Because also I'm considering the move d5. Because if I can get the rook for free, it's better than getting the rook for a bishop. So what happens after d5? He cannot move the rook, cannot capture here, I'm taking here. So what happens after d5? Yeah, I think that works, right? I think I'm going to get the rook for a pawn or something, so that should be better. Okay, rook f4, I think getting the queen, right? Okay, rook takes. Here, I guess e5 is fine. Okay, thank you very much for the game, TLG. Yeah, you just blundered. The rook is not fine in the center, right? So from here, you're already in a dubious, weird position. But then later, you just blundered here, right? I mean, this is worse and worse every time after this. So let me read a little of the chat. My Blitz rating, 2600 on chess.com. Hey, Shire, how are you? In Rabbit, I'm 2200. I don't play Rabbit too much, right? But I guess that should be 24, 2500 in rapid, maybe. Christopher, sí, si puedes enviarme el reto. I'm live more or less once per week, sometimes twice per week. Arnie, sí, pueden enviarme el reto. So basically what happens is that, everyone sends the challenges and I place one somewhere, right? Like I cannot play it everyone at the same time. So I just accept one random challenge, okay? And when I'm playing, I'm trying not to read the chat because I guess it's not fine. I'm not sure, but I guess it's not a good idea. So I'm not reading the chat when I'm playing. So if you have any question or something, this is the moment. But also I read the questions between games, right? Okay, well, let's see. Okay, 10 minutes game, max. Okay, so English opening. Okay, knight c3, knight. And here I play the move e4. And this is what we call 4 knights in English. g6. Okay, here, what do I play here, right? I think I played with d4 here. Bishop b4. That's a little weird, right? Because g6, bishop b4. What happens with the fianchetto, right? So let's see how can I exploit this. Of course, he has his idea, right? He's taking the pawn. He's putting pressure. So of course, there is an idea. But let me see how can I deal with this, right? Maybe bishop g5. How can I deal with this? Pawn takes pawn, knight takes pawn. I can get into this line. Pawn takes pawn, knight takes pawn. Yeah, I like this line. I mean, it's not perfect, right? But it's playable. So basically what I'm thinking is that black is never going to be safe whenever they castle. I will always have pressure because this is very weak over here. So what I'm trying to do here is just to develop pieces quickly, castle, keep it simple, keep it clear, avoid complications because later in the middle game I will have the advantage. So I'm just trying to get out of the opening with a normal position, knowing that in the middle game I could be a little better. So yeah, that's what I just took and play queen c2, consolidating here to develop quickly after this. I can also try bishop a6 here, right? However, I'm just going to play bishop d3. Okay, d6. The normal move is pawn takes pawn. But I will take a look at bishop g5. I mean, bishop g5 looks very annoying. I develop, I get a tempo. I'm going to play it and then I will analyze after this. Yeah, so here I have to capture, right? I mean, I don't want to lose a pawn. What about this move? Bishop here. Well, this is very interesting, right? Bishop here is very interesting. I need to play it. Yeah, I need to play it. So basically I'm attacking the rook. I'm getting a tempo. I'm still defending my pawn. This is very weird here. this is very weak over here. So yeah. I guess black either castles or plays rook f8 or something. Or rook g8. Okay, rook g8. I just castle. Yeah, this looks clear, right? I just castle. Everything is protected. My pieces are developed. My king is safe. So yeah, this is great. The king in the center, pieces undeveloped. I'm going to open a file very quickly, very soon. Okay, knight takes. I can capture with the bishop to capture later with the knight. Or I can capture and capture. So what's better here? I mean, the bishop is powerful in this position, right? The bishop is very powerful. But the initiative is very important. So yeah. So yeah, like this, because I think I end up taking with the knight. I get a tempo, and it has to be a good thing, right? The initiative is very important in a position like this one where you're settling things, and you have time to bring pieces quickly. That's very important. So that's why I decided to capture like this. Yeah, but he can play queen d6. Yeah, he can escape, right? Yeah, he can play that. Let me see what happens after this. So knight takes pawn, bishop takes, bishop check, pawn takes bishop, rook takes queen. So what happens in this position? Bishop takes rook, queen takes pawn on f5, rook d7. What happens here? c5, c5, bishop g6, queen here. Yeah, it's not clear, right? So knight takes, bishop check. Pawn takes, rook takes, bishop takes, queen takes, rook. And then what? c5, he plays this. Queen here, he plays this. That's not working. Yeah, it's not working. I mean, I think it works, right? So, okay, so knight takes, bishop check, pawn takes, rook takes. Bishop takes, queen takes, rook here. c5. Bishop, queen, rook, queen, bishop, rook. This. I think it works, right? Yeah, because I get an extra pawn. So, okay, let me look at the right. Knight takes, bishop, rook. It captures like this. It's not working, right? Captures like this is not working either. And if it captures like this, I do this, and then I do a c5. I think it works. Let me try it. So let's see what happens here, because the position got more complicated than expected. Because I had the advantage, but then he was able to castle. That's of course like losing the battle we had in the middle game. But now, well, the queen is a target, and there are many tactics around the queen. So let's see what happens. This is a super complicated line. I guess it works for white, but I'm not sure. I guess I get like a pawn in 6 moves or something. After getting a queen, losing a queen, getting a rook, losing a rook. Well, many changes. I think I get a pawn. Or we see what happens. It's not easy calculation, right? It's super complicated. Basically, what happens is that I'm losing 3 pieces for the queen. So he's going to be fine. But at the end of the line, I guess I can get one piece, right? Like this bishop here or this bishop here, or maybe this rook is going to be in trouble. So I would get some piece over there at the end. So I would be fine if I can get that piece back. So that's the line, right? That's the calculation I'm doing here. Queen f4, so he doesn't accept the challenge. But I guess this is just taking, right? I guess I need to capture. Because f2 is fine, right? I'm fine on f2. Okay, rook takes, right? This is clear. I'm not missing anything here. So yeah, well, we don't need to get into the complicated line. I think the move queen f4 was not fine. But I'm curious about that line, right? So yeah, now there's pressure here. I think I should come back and defend and also group with my pieces, right? They're like, connected now. Everyone defends other pieces. So this looks fine. And of course, I'm defending f2. So yeah, one of my ideas is to bring the bishop to this square. The bishop is going to be strong here. But also I'm going to stop the pressure, right? And the bishop is going to be on the red diagonal. So that's one of the ideas I have. And also I'm going to clear, wait, there's mate here. So I need to play g3, right? Yeah, I need to play g3 here. But this works very well with my previous plan, because now my bishop is going to be great over there anyway. So yeah, once I move my bishop, also I'm clearing the line for my queen, I'm clearing the line for my rook. So that's why I wanted to do that. Yeah, queen here, this is defended, all good, just bishop back, right? Yeah. Yeah, I want to keep my rooks connected, defense here, so I can move my queen ahead. That's the plan. Also, I have ideas like back rank checks and those things. So yeah, I think this is fine. Also, I'm coming over here, right, at some point, threatening many things. Okay, queen d7. Well, the normal move is queen e4, right? So just trying to infiltrate over there. I don't see a reason not to play it. So yeah, let me just try queen e4. So of course here I have the battery, the pressure, and the idea is over there, right? Okay, bishop takes, rook takes, rook takes, and this is made directly. Okay, well, thank you very much for the game, Hama. Okay, now I'm reading the comments, so let's see what happens here. Thank you very much for liking, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, he needed to accept the 3 pieces. I'm going to analyze that now very quickly, right? Yeah, I'm going to set another challenge, right? Let me take a look at the. Let me take a look quickly at the, at the sacrifice knight f7, and see how good that was. So okay, so here, okay. The knight f7 is not so good, right? It's not as good as I thought. It's playable, but not that great. Okay, well, anyway. So okay, I will accept another one. I think there's this one 10 minutes. It's going to be a good challenge. So let's try this one. Oh, it's not. He's not around. Okay. This is not around. Griffey. Do I know Larsen? You mean 1v3? Test. Well, I shouldn't read the chat anymore. So, but basically, from 500 to 1000, you need to play many games, right? Play many games and solve puzzles. Apply the principles in the opening. That's all you need. Okay, I will stop reading the chat. So I will put it over side. I will read the questions later. So yeah, here just normal e6, right? Okay, c4, queen back. Okay, castling, c6. Okay, bishop h. Yeah, bishop h5 is fine. The alternative was bishop f5. I don't think that's better. So yeah. Okay, rook e1, just castle, right? The king is not fine here on this file, but the rook is there. That's not good. You need to castle quickly. Okay, knight g5 here. Well, I need to trade, right? Wait. Because also I can play bishop here. Yeah, I think I think I'm very tempted to play bishop here. Because this bishop is like blocking everything, so his pieces are like colliding with each other. And I think my bishop can be more active than his bishop on the board. Maybe. So... okay. Yeah, I need to finish my development, so I need to play this. In the next move, I'm going to improve my queen. I'm going to connect my rooks. That's my plan. So let's see what happens. So for example, queen e2, I might play queen f5. Just, connecting my a3. Okay, so here h6 looks very normal. Because I don't like the knight so close to my king. I know knight e4 was coming, so I guess I need to capture. And then bishop c7, right? I don't want to trade that bishop clearly for the knight. So just bishop back. I keep the bishop on the board, very active. And probably my next moves are over here or something. I don't know if queen h4 is a good move at some point. Because I really want to bring my rook. But if I don't have a good square for the queen, I cannot play that. So maybe queen h4. If at some point they play king h2, g3, my queen could be in trouble. Oh, no, king h2. He cannot play king h2. Yeah, maybe I will try queen h4 next. Queen h4, rook d8 is my plan, maybe. Okay, d5. That's interesting, right? d5. Well, d5. Well, I guess I need to capture, right? So this is for sure. I need to capture for sure once. And then let's see what happens. So I can capture here as well. So yeah, let me take a look at this. Yeah, I need to capture once, right? I need to capture once, and from there, bring the pieces to the center. Yeah. So let's see what happens now. Again, I have the... If I can keep the bishop pair, it's good. So that's why I'm trying to, that's why I'm trying this. Because I really want to get bishops. This is an open position. The center is very open. There are long diagonals on the board. So the bishops are just better than knights. So let's see what happens, right? Complicated position. So basically I have two threats here, right? I'm taking the bishop, which is a threat because if I get the bishop, it's good for me. As I said, the position is open, and the other threat is to get the pawn. Of course, if I can get a pawn, it's good for me. Very good. So yeah, that's the idea here, right? That's why it looks a little annoying for white. Okay, pawn takes pawn. Well, that's playable. The normal move is just getting the bishop, so I think I'm going to get the bishop. I know my structure is not perfect. However, I have the bishop pair, right? That's a good thing. But yeah, it's a complicated position, right? Again, nothing clear. Yeah, because this pawn here is very weak, right? It's an isolated pawn. And now he finishes his development. He puts pressure. He wants to get rid of my bishop. So yeah, I guess it's a good plan. So clearly I want to keep the bishop pair on the board, right? I want to keep the two bishops because they are very strong together. So that's why I played this move. So yeah, the rooks are very active here, very annoying. So basically what happens is that white has some activity, right? Again, I have the bishop pair, right? So I would have compensation for anything. But, I mean, for a lot of things. But yeah, certainly white has some activity. These rooks here, controlling the only two open files on the board, are looking very well. So yeah, let's see what happens, but it's complicated. Yeah, now my queen is under attack. So I need to move it. The good thing is that I can connect my rooks. So I'm in better shape to fight for the files now. So let's see. If I can connect my rooks with my bishops, it's going to be great, right? Because the rooks and the bishops are usually very well. They are a great combination. They match very well. But that's why I'm trying to activate my rooks quickly. But again, it's not easy, right? Complicated position. Yeah, especially because white is so active here. So it's not easy. Well, I guess I need to play the normal move for here, right? Like rook d8. I don't see why not. The rook is active, but it's a good thing that there's not like a clear target, right? I mean, this is super defended, this is super defended. So yeah, it's active, but I don't lose material by now. And also the rook is exposed, so maybe at some point I can attack it, right? The rook is a little exposed on the 7th rank, maybe? I don't know if with the bishop at some point I can do something. I mean, the fact that the rooks are not linked, it looks good, right? So maybe at some point I can attack here. Or, okay, queen g3. Wait, queen g3. Okay, so let's analyze this. Queen g3. I don't see any immediate threat, right? So maybe I just try queen here. So one of the ideas is the activity, right? I can activate my pieces, put pressure. Yeah, rook e1 is very well. Looks good. But, well, I guess I need to try queen c2, right? Wait. Queen c2? Yeah, okay, queen c2 is fine. Yeah, because I saw this idea, but I see a simplification over here, right? So I think I'm fine. Yeah, I should be fine here. I mean, I have many ways to play here, right? I can also take here. So the idea is that if I capture, I can capture. Because the bishop is defense, so I can capture. And knight takes pawn, rook takes knight. Yeah, I can actually capture. Yeah, I can just take it. Rook takes, right? Oh, rook takes. Well, just king takes. Honestly, I didn't think of that, but I unconsciously ignored this move because I saw it was just simply fine. So yeah, yes, I think I'm fine. Well, queen here, just king here, maybe. Yeah, well, very good game, Creepy. Very good. Okay. Well, so let me read the chat. So, well, this is the moment for the questions. So if you guys have questions or something, just let me know. I mean, of course, just questions. I think I'm going to accept one more challenge of a blitz game, right? And we finish with that. So we can play one blitz, and we finish with that. I have been 1 hour already. Yeah, no, it was a good game, right? I mean, he played very well, but just here, I think it's where things get complicated. Everything is very well here, very well. I think basically the mistake is here at the end, right? He doesn't need to sacrifice. It's the main problem. So one blitz, okay. And enough we already played, right? So let's see if there is someone else who wants to play a blitz game. And we finish with a blitz game. Okay, so the first blitz game challenge, I see I will accept it, okay. Very good. So king's pawn. Okay, let's try the gambit. How do we call this? Smith Mora gambit. Okay, I cannot read the chat, so let me put this chat on the side. Okay, knight here. So basically the idea with Smith Mora gambit is that white loses a pawn, but as you can see, white has quick development with good pressure. What about knight g5 here? I think it works, right? So that's the idea in this gambit, right? There is pressure, there is good development. It's very interesting. Also, half open file over here to put more pressure in the middle game. So yeah, it's very playable. Smith Mora Gambit is the name of this, just in case anyone wants to play it. So queen e7. I guess I should capture. What's my bishop, maybe? Okay, I just castle. Okay, so this 6 bishop e3. Let me try this. Knight b4. Let me try this. Like queen f7. Queen f7. Oh, queen f7. Let me try this. Yeah, I'm losing the pawn, but I know I have a lot of pressure, right? So, I mean, the knight is pinned. So I think this is fine. Okay, a6 is preventing my check, right? So let's see, how can I exploit this? I mean, the normal move is queen here. Yeah. Okay, 4 takes. It's not working, right? So just go back. Yeah, let's go back. I'm still taking here, so it's all good. Yes, bishop takes knight. I get a piece. Okay, queen f6. Well, let's see. Queen f6. What's the right move here? I mean, black cannot castle, right? They already moved the king, so they cannot castle anyway, so I don't need to worry about keeping this. That being said, I can just capture here, right? And then capture here. And then, I don't know, queen check maybe? Okay, knight. 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 Queen. Queen. Yeah, thank you very much for the game, Denji. Basically, you had some trouble, right, with knight f6 at the beginning. So you don't need to play knight f6 here. That's not good. And later, I guess you don't need to capture that pawn. Okay, guys. Well, thank you very much. We're about to finish the stream, but I don't know if there's any question. I'm going to read the question for some seconds before we finish. I played Smith-Morra Gambit. Is the name of this gambit. I'm not going to play more today. I already have 1 hour streaming, and I should be playing again in the next stream, probably in 2 or 3 days. Yeah, no. For today it's only 1 hour. It shouldn't be more than 1 hour today. Yeah, Smith-Morra. Let me write it here because Smith-Morra Gambit. So that's the one. Yeah. So of course I encourage you to follow me on TikTok on chess.com, and so you know when I'm when I'm streaming and I'm live, and you can play. Yeah, no, great pleasure. Thank you to everyone Who played? User, yeah, of course, it's very good against Sicilian. Yeah, just to get out of the theory and of the boring lines and just to play something fun, interesting, dynamic. Um, so yeah. Okay, well, again, we're going to finish here. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and I will see you in the next stream.